Alrighty, so we're back again, continuing the week. Yesterday, we managed to finish off Space Marine 2, which was kind of disappointment that it didn't have a lot more, but I see a lot of it, or a bit more of it, was meant to be like PvE modes to play together. But, overall, it was fun enough to play. Definitely lacked the magic of the first one. However, we are here. Yes, that is the Vulpix fused with the Feebas, if I remember correctly, from Pokemon Fusion. Feepix, or whatever the hell it was called. Who knows? Anyway, Feetpix. Whatever it was called. So, yeah. So, considering I have finished Space Marine 2 yesterday, and I have things planned out for next week, I was thinking, what did I want to put into stream this week? So I figured there's been a couple games that I'm playing in my off time that I don't want to fully stream. But it would be nice enough to show some of it and talk about it. One of those will be Monster Hunter, which will be tomorrow, Monster Hunter Wilds, just to show off where I am, what I've been doing. It's Monster Hunter stuff, so just figured I'd give that a show. But there's also been a game I've been talking about a bit on stream. That's been out for a while, called Avowed. Now, when I first made my computer, I was having a bunch of issues with Avowed. I thought it was Avowed itself. Turns out it was my computer. Since I have fixed the issues I had with my computer, Avowed now works without any hitches or problems, and I have a lot of stuff up on it. So, I figured it would be a good stream to show off these games. So, we're going to do a one-off week, since technically yesterday it wasn't more of a one-off, but I did finish Space Marine in the week, so it was a one-off in the end. So I figured we'll do this today. Tomorrow I'll show some Monster Hunter, and then I don't know what I'll do on Thursday, but I'll do something on Thursday. That may or may not be a one-off, so who knows? Maybe I'll completely break the theme. Maybe the theme will only exist for 2 days. That's a week, right? 2 days? But yeah, so I talked about this game a bit. Part of it was, or most of it was, about the issues I was having with. The other one was how people are comparing this game to Elder Scrolls games. So I'll go over a bit of the comparison as to why I understand people are making the comparison, but also why it's not really the most apt. So the first thing here is, this is our first companion, Kai. He is actually voiced by the voice actor who did Garrus. So Kai will probably be with us the entire game as one of my companions, because you get 2 companions. I think you keep 2 around, because what I've fallen into is I've run into lots of groups of enemies, and I've needed these guys that actually help me fight. So one of the cool things about Avowed so far is how these 2 people being on my team actually has kind of mattered. Because there are so many large groups of enemies, and sometimes the enemies are hard to put down. So it's real nice having 2, it makes you feel like you have an adventuring party. They can't carry equipment or anything, but they also actually have dialogue during your dialogues, and they also have dialogues in camp. So it's closer to Baldur's Gate 3 than it is to Skyrim, because it's not just some random person who follows you around that has a semi-personality, but that's it, but is basically a mule to carry your shit. It's just what skin you want them to wear. Each one of these people, and I think there's 4 in total that you'll get, each one of these people here have their own distinct personalities, and even have abilities to pull up. So it's kind of like Dragon Age, which I guess is another apt description, would be better than saying Baldur's Gate. I just said Baldur's Gate because it was newer, but Dragon Age would be a good kind of a pick. You have dedicated party members, and you're traveling the world in a group, fighting things of enemies. So that's been pretty neat. Which I think I just finished the quest for the 3rd partner. But yeah, so just like Elder Scrolls, you've got your weapons. You've got 2-handed weapons, 1 in each hand. However, unlike Elder Scrolls games, you can't equip whatever you want in any hand. So the main weapons I've been using are a spellbook, a pistol, and a 2-handed rifle. These have been my weapons of choice. Now, when I say you can't use anything you want, like in Skyrim or in Oblivion, is you can't equip items to any hand. I could equip a pistol in both hands, but I can only equip a spellbook in my offhand. Same thing goes with a shield. I do find that kind of sad, because I would like to have a spellbook and my pistol, and in my other hand have a shield and a spellbook. Because there are some times when enemies jump at you, and they do like a combo chain, and they teleport at you. You really need more than just... Because you need to like triple dodge in a row sometimes to get away from an enemy. When sometimes I really wish I could just swap, put up a shield. So I really wish they let you equip shields and spell books in any hand. But everything else can be equipped in either hand, so that's been nice. And things don't level up by you using them. They level up by leveling up their properties. So such as... I have spellbook here that I've been using. You can use pieces that you get in the world to upgrade your equipment. There's a bunch of different levels, and there's 3 levels in each quality bracket. So those will always increase power and stuff. However, so like my spellbooks here, you'll notice this spellbook has Fireball, Blizzard, Crackling Bolt, and Bristling Frost. This is considered a fine grimoire of greater elements, but I also have a special named one because named weapons have abilities. So this is Old Kura's grimoire. Now, if you'll notice, this has Chill Blades, Ring of Fire, Returning Storm, and Pool of Eora. So spellbooks grant you spells that are in it, and you can only cast the spells that are in those books unless you actively take and learn the spells yourself. Then you can actually cast them from your secondary hotbar. However, you can only cast spells in combat extra. These 4 slots only appear if you have a spell book. Everything else just has to be what's in your the hotbars to the left. And right now that hotbar is only healing potion, mana potion, 1 spell, and an ability. So I could put like 1 other ability in here, but unless I removed potions and went into the menu to use potions, it would be hard trying to actually cast more spells. So one thing that you do is if you learn a spell and you have a spell book, the levels of the spells you take enhance your spell book. So let's say I had max rank 3 Fireball taken as mage. If I had max rank 3 Fireball and had a book with Fireball in it, I would now technically have a rank 4 Fireball. So if you use a book, which is the best way of casting spells, having more hotbar slots for it. Not only can you actually improve those spells, but so it kind of limits how much magic that you can wield at one time. Although, of course, you could always put things in your bars here. Some of these things just kind of get put here, so you'll eventually get more wheels, so you could select from a wheel like this. So you're not like ultimately limited on hotbars. It's just, you know, not simply just sitting here by hitting L2. So just for I guess a base summary before I talk about more game mechanics and stuff. So basically you're a god chosen. So gods would mark people saying, hey, so the god will actually speak to you, but all the people who are god touched are pretty much gone. There are almost no more god touched. Except for you. However, your god touched isn't by a normal god. You don't know what god you were touched by. However, since we came to this land, there's been a special voice speaking to us. So, assumably, we're talking to, like, maybe a mycelial network of this land, or maybe we're talking to the land itself. But apparently, it's been around for, you know, thousands of years, if not more than that. And it doesn't know what's going on, almost like it just got sentience again after being locked away or something for a while. So, and there's a scourge on the planet called the Dream Touch, which is making people go crazy, killing each other, and causing the world to be covered in like vines and shit too. So that's basic right there.
Welcome back.
But I'll show about more things in this game that are different in the same. So you're selling bloodstones. Considering none of the weapons I'm using are metal, I can pretty much sell any metal weapon since I don't need metal components to upgrade my stuff. Like also so that's just a good amount of money, and I'm not gonna need that metal. What does this have on it? Oh, it's just fine scale. True. They also made it where... So, as you can see from the thing here, one of the key game traits is, since you're a god touched, you have mushroom features on you. Which apparently a lot of god touched have these strange features. So, you could... There's lots of different varying amounts of... there were lots of varying amounts of different features you could take for this. So considering you could choose these features, but then you could also hide them. So I figured instead of creating and spending a whole bunch of time in creating an entire character, I would rather just take one of the biggest mushroom pieces and just jam it over my face so I didn't have to worry about character creation. So I basically just took this giant mushroom thing and I made the hair and beard match the giant mushroom on my face that kind of looks like bark. So I said, fuck it. We're just going to slap this on there. So there you go. There's my character. There's my mushroom man. So you could make it where people would still mention that you're god touched, but you could just hide all features in case you wanted to make, you know, you just wanted to make a pretty character. But I figured, fuck it. We're going full in. So I got ourselves a mushroom man. So one of the other things that you might notice here is there's a lot of items and stuff on the that exist that are on tables and stuff. Like this table has a bunch of knickknacks. If this were an Elder Scrolls game, each one of these little knickknacks you could interact with and you could pick up and you could drag around and you could put it on people's heads. And you also see that there's a lot of NPCs here, and I could just kind of take any item that's glowing, I can pretty much just jam it into my pocket and nobody cares. So that's another thing that's different between Elder Scrolls and this. There is no thieving system. Except for maybe sometimes when you're out in the wild. Maybe if there's a mushroom and you're like, oh, okay, if I get that mushroom, I'm going to be attacked by mushroom people. So yeah, there's no thieving system. These NPCs are pretty much going to stay here forever. They don't have like a time schedule. They don't have like lives like you would have in an Elder Scrolls game. And if you just took out my gun and I just like shot this. In an Elder Scrolls game, that might fly away or something, but none of the items here have their own separate physics, which I can understand. So I understand why they went with some of these systems, because you don't have to have your engine constantly being able to render physics on every item. And yeah, that also, well, you don't have to like crouch. Like, oh, I'm up here, no one can see me. Crouch, take, uncrouch, keep moving. You don't have to worry about that. It's just the game already has marked off what items you want, and you can just kind of you know, these items are marked, just pick them up, there for you to take. You don't have, and the game also doesn't have to worry about putting too many items for you to steal, where you just steal the best shit right away. That also as well, where somehow they just know that you stole even though nobody saw you do it and they come after you. Baldur's Gate 3 was especially bad for that, where NPCs would notice something is missing and they just beeline right to you and be like, show me your pockets. Or like Elder Scrolls would also do the same thing, where no one, you pick up the barrel, put it on somebody's head, steal all their shit, and then suddenly someone comes after you anyway. It's like, okay, how? I thought the whole point was that I was hidden. And then, like I said, it's nice having, you know, everything here not having physics is fine. So what this game does do instead is, A, it gives you a bit of a parkour system, so it allows you to climb and jump on things. While Elder Scrolls, you of course could, you know, you could do mountaineering and climb up mountains and stuff like that. But this one actually has built-in, so there's a little bit of like jumping and crawling up things. There is also dodging. If you double tap the button in a direction, your character will dodge. I showed you that a little bit earlier. So you can actually fight and attack and then dodge, and so instead of it just being, oh yeah, you and your opponent run up to each other with melee weapons, oh, excuse me, and hit each other. So what I would say is this kind of combat is kind of closer to an MMO, since you've got abilities that you get up on a bar, and you also have like little bits of dodging and stuff like that. So you can get away from enemies in different ways. And unlike an Elder Scrolls game, let's say I was fighting an enemy. Got stuck behind the door there. Let's say I was fighting an enemy and I jumped up here. And the enemy's like, oh no, I can't hit them. In an Elder Scrolls game, normally the character would like run away in that door frame where I can't see them. In this game, every single enemy pretty much has some kind of ranged attack. So if you're sitting here trying to just snipe things to death, the lizard people will throw spears at you, undead can throw rocks at you, even bears have like a sonic roar. They can roar at you to at least have something to fight you with. So not everything is just going to sit there and do nothing the entire time while you just, oh, I got my weird vantage point. Also, enemies, like I mentioned, like if an enemy's coming at you with a two-handed weapon, there are attack chains that you can do if you had a weapon. Well, NPCs have attack chains too, and they'll kind of like warp to you, like they're using a skill to quickly dash at you. So sometimes when I'm sitting here trying to range things, things will just come at me and I gotta dodge it. And then they come at you again, you gotta dodge again, and 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 you gotta dodge again, because they have like they got 4 attacks in a row, and they're all just charging at you the whole time. But it's been pretty neat so far. Anyway, I'll show some story off. Also, that's what I was going to say. What happens in here that Elder Scrolls doesn't have is you have a lot more dialogue with your companions. That's kind of just getting to know the companions. Like Lydia, there's no story behind Lydia. She's just the base person they give you. You got some time with the vampire lady, but she was part of a DLC, which is why you got to know her a lot more. And some of the other people you got as companions were like the companion werewolf lady, or some other people from other guilds. You knew them just because of where, you know, the story they were in when you got them. Each of these companions seems to be, you know, their own people, and they have their own like questions, and you can answer them how you want. Even the plot has some different weird answers. In a, like there's some areas where you could go where you're living a former life's memories, and you can kind of choose your own story how you wanted it to go. So you could have gone, like the last one I did said, you had a guy you used to know in your past life. What was his connection to you? Lover, brother, teacher, rival. And there was always multiple questions about how did this person react when you did this in your past life. And you could change the story all the way up to you were murdered by your own brother in a mob, or your old mentor or your old rival came at you and swore he learned his lesson and you murdered him when he realized he didn't really want to actually kill. Like, there's like a whole different ways you could change your story, it kind of felt like. So it was pretty neat how like the story was kind of choose your own adventure for what happened in your past life. Because that's one thing that's interesting about this game series is there is reincarnation, and it's like people know reincarnation exists. It's a thing. There is an afterlife. So being part of the wheel means you will eventually be reborn. Reborn as what? Who knows? And you won't probably remember your past life. However, you can ask psychics and other things, and they will tell you what kind of your past life was. So that's also interesting how magic can tell you that kind of things. Oh yeah, the companion in Elder Scrolls games was literally there to carry shit. That's their entire purpose.
For an Adiran, you're very resourceful, and a more than capable companion for poor Giada.
Oh, that's the other thing. You know how when you're playing, let's say, Final Fantasy XIV, or maybe another fantasy game, and they want you to know that you're in a fantasy world, so everyone's speaking in an English accent? This game, everyone's speaking in an Italian accent. And that's how you know it's a fantasy. Which I think is a nice little twist to it. Also, I think this is supposed to take place in another game world, I think, called Pillars of Eternity, which is like a Baldur's Gate style game that I played the first one a little bit. So I kind of want to know if that's actually real or not, or there was just some kind of connection to it. Because I only played a little bit of Pillars of Eternity, but that actually is a build your party like Baldur's Gate, but it's like a classic, older style Baldur's Gate game. Not like the new one. More like 1 and 2. Oh, and of course, as you can see here, your skills give you dialogue choices. I have enough resolve so I can give this thing. Also, my background was Court Augur, so you tend to have, you know, different dialogues based on your background as well that show up during things. Yeah, do you have any idea? Okay. So, what I just delivered was the heart of an ancient druid forest creature. So, normally, the dryads are attack on sight with their mushrooms. So, I was killing them. I got to a special grove that was full of mushroom people and dryads, so I just started blasting. Little did I know, the plot was there. So I talked to the head dryad, and she was like, yeah, I can give you the heart. We don't really have an attachment to it. Wait a minute. How many of my people did you just kill? All of them? Alright, that's it. You die now. So, I could have gone through it peacefully, but considering they all used to attack me, I thought they would all attack me. Which, they kind of did. I kind of dropped in, and they just started attacking me. I don't think I got the first shot. Maybe I did do the first shot? I don't remember. I might have done the first shot. Whoopsies.
Nature is as stubborn as ever, I see. Fair enough. Here's payment for your troubles.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Now that
I wasn't
I've
even
got the
expecting
heart,
that.
My thirsty invention will drink deeply of its essence. All that's left to do is
Thank you.
calibrate it. First things first. Let's have a look at your soul. I'm going to ask some questions to induce a metaphysical quiver. No, not to worry, just testing your reflexes. Let's
I
start
killed her
with
rather
an
than
easy
definitely
one.
shooting first.
You wake up on a beach, looking up into the sun. Your hands are covered in blood.
Which is kind of funny because there's an earlier plot point where you get into the first major town for the first time, and you're instantly assassinated by the local rebels. And just because the spirit that's talking to you stops you from going to the wheel and brings your soul back into your body and brings you back to life. So once I got to finding the assassin, I actually okay, we back yet? We good yet? We back? I see the computer destruction. All right, we back. All right, cool. So yeah, so I was saying, yeah, we were killed by the assassin, and the guy was genuinely like, "Oh shit, I must have misread my dreams. Sorry." When they were saying you were going to destroy the island, maybe it was for the best actually, and not like actually destroy our way of life. So I let the assassins go because they were part of the rebel group. I'm like, yeah, we're technically the evil empire here, so sure, you guys can go. I mean, people, I think, I know there are people who do different accents to here, but we'll see. But like I said, a lot of people have like Italian accents and stuff. But maybe we'll see more. I know there was some other characters as well. Anyway, all right, let's see. You wake up on the beach, looking up into the sun. Your hands are covered in blood. I continue looking at the sun. Yeah, I wash my hands and get the fuck out of there.
All right. Let's try some word association. Tell me the first thing that comes to mind. Pendulum.
Pit. Oh, okay. Divination, clock, seasons, puppeteer, none of those. None of those. Not a single fucking one. You know what? I'm a court augur, so divination.
Chrysalis.
Self-destruction, transformation.
A spark ignites a flame. An idea ignites
Clock for
a
Chrono
war.
Trigger. Oh, true, yeah, when it's
Hello?
tick-tocking
You
at the
still
very
with me?
beginning, yeah. I'm fine, continue. Pretty sure I felt a mesophysical quiver you were talking about.
Good. We're getting somewhere. Hey, let's go over
They didn't
your
like
results.
my divination
Your
answer.
soul has a fascinating internal structure. Perfectly balanced. An artist.
As
couldn't
all
have
things
made it
should. Yes,
better.
we know Thanos.
Your godlike nature is a marvel to behold. Not to besmirch a colleague, but watchers aren't the most reliable sources.
No, I have
What I
the...
see is,
Since I'm a god
something
touched, when I was born,
entangled
a god
about
touched
your
my soul.
An
However, I don't know
outside
what god that
presence
was.
that both is and
So
isn't
luckily
a
it's not
part
in my
of you.
brain, it's in my soul.
Dark and
Don't know if that's
rather
better or
tricky
worse.
to pin down. Very interesting. That would be closer to Giata's area of expertise. I'm sure she'd love to give you a look. Fascinating. Thank you for getting my machine calibrated again. But you came for Giata's
So I guess
theory
it
of
would be
the
more
dream scourge.
more like Divinity
Between
2.
the two of us. She's on to something. Our farms are in great peril. The
However, I
essence
don't
has
think,
been
unlike
drained
Divinity 2, I don't
from
think the
the
god
land.
is against me. It's just
Diverted.
kind of like a
Like the flow of a
recently
river.
awoken entity, kind of.
Exactly. And if I know essence, it can't have gone too far. All I can tell you is keep looking. You'll find what you're after. As much as I hate giving people bad news, that's all I have. Please give Giata my fondest regards.
Keep looking, huh? I'm getting a bad feeling about what we'll find.
Yeah, I'll be honest. He lost me when he started talking about souls. What did I miss?
But yeah, so Sir Bobby Bob told me that Kai here is voiced by Garrus. And his voice also sounds familiar, but I'm not sure who Marius's voice actor is. I'd have to look it up again, but he does sound familiar. I didn't even recognize... I haven't played Mass Effect in so long, I didn't even remember what Garrus's voice sounded like.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, Daimik.
I hope you aren't afraid of lightning. Where there's animancy, there's bound to be lightning.
But all the... let's see.
Good timing. I'm about ready to get started. So, did you learn anything of particular interest?
The animancers are unhinged, unregulated, and too dangerous to be left. Okay, so animancy is basically using the magic of the soul to do things. So it's basically like necromancy, except it's kind of looked down on by people, but it's not honestly as bad as necromancy. A lot of like this entire area is farmed by risen corpses that are doing the farming.
And why? It's almost like something is lashing out, defending itself. Look at us. Barely even started, and already we're making progress. Monto's machine is working, Elia will keep an eye on her revenants, and Yvette and Remy are providing us an alibi.
Providing us an alibi. Remember that by me again?
Under the circumstances, the two are not so different. I needed those animancers for more than their expertise. Monto's invention nullifies spiritual
Son of a bitch, I'm
interference.
in.
Having it up and running means we won't get any false signals. Whenever I tap into an Adra pillar, Elia's farmhands tend to get a little bitey. Thanks to you, they won't be a problem. And then there's Yvette and Remy, the governor's eyes and ears. In exchange for privacy, I gave them a test subject. I'd call that a good day's work. Now we just need the right equipment for the job. When my parents died, they left me their life's work. An invention like no other. The phantasmal focus. Think of it as a spiritual tuning fork, or a dowsing rod. It has many functions, some more obvious than others. The problem is it's in the basement. I haven't gone down there since the accident.
Smells like a dungeon.
Since
I mean,
they died.
sure, I'll go into the
I
basement.
can't blame you for avoiding a place like that.
I would get it myself, but I'm not ready to face what's down there.
Yeah, sure, I'll grab it easy.
The door to the basement is just outside, around the corner. Of
Yeah,
course,
we'll do
you'll
this
need
little
a key.
quest, and then I'll go out into the.
Please excuse the
Oh,
mess.
that's another thing that's different about this game than other, than an Elder Scrolls game, which honestly I'm not sure I mind at all. So you know how in an Elder Scrolls game, you can go anywhere you want. Same thing you could also do with like Breath of the Wild. Once you're out of the tutorial area, you can go anywhere you want. The way Elder Scrolls handles that is, the world levels up as you do. There are some dangerous things out in the world naturally, but most threats will scale as you do. This game does it differently. You don't get one open world, you get zones, like you would get in World of Warcraft. Each zone has enemies up to a certain power level, and they're scattered around. So the map here, I'm in the second map. I'm in the Emerald Stair. So as you can see, it is an open world map where I can explore everywhere around this, and I haven't really explored everything here yet either. And this is only the second map, and there's looks to be more, because I started here in Dawn Shore. This was an entire zone. I am now over here in Emerald Stair. This had its own large map. This is how much of the world's map is left. So I'm assuming there's going to be probably a stop here, maybe a stop here, maybe something here. So each of the zones levels up with you as you move on. So, oh, sorry, it doesn't level up with you, but each zone is its own level. So if I wanted to go back for old things, I would go here to get some basic stuff. And anything here in the beginning zone is probably pathetically easy. Same thing over here. Everything here is around my level, maybe slightly tougher. So I'm interested. Oh, I'm kind of. I do enjoy the fact that the areas are built for your level bracket, and you have to finish the plot to be able to unlock the next level bracket. However, I was kind of looking to explore the whole map. So it's kind of a shame that you don't get to explore the whole map, but I do actually really like how big each one of these map areas are. So you can, and there's a lot of nonsense. As you can see, my path from getting here is all over the goddamn place. My path here is just everywhere at this point. It's been pretty hectic.
That's where her parents died. I'm glad
Also,
we can spare her from having to
her
go
name is
back.
Giada, but her name is actually
Walking into the basement of the
Giata.
Animaxer I just met.
That's a joke there for the
Great.
Zoomers. Also, lockpicking doesn't have a mini game. You just need to have enough lockpicks to lockpick
Something's
things.
not right here. Stay ready.
Haven from the blight. Who grows here?
Jugiata, I leave your mother's amulet. The only piece of the villain republics I took from home. My one condition is that she wear it as a reminder that we all come from somewhere. May she find comfort in a chain that binds the present to the past. I leave her to the house, the library, and our inventions. Yes, all of them, with no conditions or expectations weighing her down. Forgive us. Oh, also, the story for Giata is we came here looking for animancers, and the Dream Scourge and stuff is affecting the town. And the town's mayor just wants to ignore it. And Giata yelled at him, being like, hey, we're having issues with our farms. You're ignoring a famine that might happen here. And the mayor's like, yeah, I don't give a shit. I have other things to deal with. So he kicked her out of the town. So the moment that happened, you kind of knew, oh yeah, she's going to be a companion. This is also one of the reasons why I don't want to stream this, because I don't want to read all this on stream. I wouldn't even read all of this if playing it by myself. Sometimes you just skip it. You just click on it to make sure you have it in a log somewhere, maybe. But I would sometimes read this on my own. But I ain't doing that on stream. That would just take forever. This is just kind of to show off the game more than anything else. Also, I like how the health potions glow. There's also cooking in the game, and cooking actually makes you good stuff. I literally took a perk just to get better cooking. So you can craft like foods that heal your your magic and your health over time, along with things that give buffs and stuff. So these are really good because these food heals you incredibly slowly in combat, but out of combat they heal you at a good clip. So food is for after combat. So you can kind of drain your resources if you have enough food. Yeah, I also like how the potions glow. So, health potions glow bright red, and mana potions glow bright pink, which is kind of neat because they can kind of hide potions in places around the world. And you can be like, oh, I see a bright pink light. Oh, there's a potion. And then you can find like a secret area because you were guided by the light of the potions. Oh, more,
What a horrific fate.
Oh, her parents turned to...
A life of peace.
Her parents turned to dryads, huh?
Poor Giada. To think she's been living with this right under her nose.
Well, no wonder she hasn't gone down there to get it. Also, I can clearly see Marius chickened out and just didn't come down here. See, that kind of stuff I like.
Anyone know what happened back there?
I think those were Giada's parents, or whatever's left of them.
So they're dead?
Or something like that.
Or wait, was he supposed to be down there?
Gods.
Oh,
I can't
he
believe
just
this.
didn't go down there. That's also a neat thing that this game does. It keeps your companions at like a distance, so they're never in your way. They're always standing like way off screen somewhere. So that is a neat way of dealing with your companions. They mostly just fuck off until they're needed.
You're back. You found it. You actually found my inheritance. Did you see my mother and father? Are they still there?
You might have warned me. It's fine. When I turned my back, they didn't instantly try to strangle me. It's fine. The plant corpses are hard to miss.
I'm sorry. For what it's worth, I don't think you were in any danger. All that's really down there
It's
is
fine. I
some
put a bullet in
unhappy
each of their
memory.
head. I mean, what?
One that keeps on growing. For the time being, that would be best. With the phantasmal focus, I can finally tap directly into the essence of the living lands. I can also use it to smack around anyone who gets in our way.
Oh, so you're going to use it as a weapon. Okay.
Don't worry. It's more durable than it looks. Kind of like me. The only thing we're missing now is an Adra pillar. And I know the perfect one. Naku Tedek, the old godless ruin west of Fjord. There should be some equipment waiting for us. We used it to study the Adra pillar. Then some priests moved in and took offense at our work. I hope they haven't tampered with the equipment, or this will be a very short experiment. Before we head out, let's make the most of our time in Fjord. No telling how long we'll be gone. And I hate to be a problem, but I do my best work in small
Gotcha.
groups.
So we only get two
Chalk it up
companions,
to
I assume.
performance anxiety.
Okay, now I'm. So I thought you made a sex joke before when you said that you're more durable than you look. Now you definitely made a sex joke. Kai head back. No, Kai's staying in the group. He's Garrus, obviously. He also has the free fire ability that lets me burn down things.
Sounds good. I need to do some hunting anyway.
Once we're all together, we should trade ghost stories. Best way to get acquainted. In the meantime, let's be off.
Anima seems to understand the world around her, while the science of souls remains controversial. She believes the untapped essence of living lands can be and should be put to good use. Gyara calls forth an invigorating wave of energy that heals. Alright, so she does healing. Okay. And I can make her empower active essence generate. Wait. Oh, and then she can do electric powers. Okay. Neat. I kind of don't need her to do that for me, because Kai does fire. But I have an electric pistol. So anytime there's like a thing on the wall that needs to be turned on by electricity, I can just shoot it and activate it. So I don't need her ability, but she's a healer, which is kind of nice. And she probably also casts other spells, too. But Marius wasn't really doing anything anyway. He was just kind of there shooting arrows. Yeah, let's get... Also, I have a point to put in. I've been going mostly magic, but I also need some dex for shooting shit. Yeah, let's keep intellect above. Right now, my intellect is being boosted to 8 because you get passive stats on top of stuff that you get. So we'll keep that there. Keep the int high. Keep me having good mana. I like having a lot of mana. I also have another perk point. So, I still don't have the next rank of spell books. So, I mean, I guess I could to start learning more spells or getting different spell books to cast other spells. Yeah, I instantly so I started doing this. It starts you off with a mace and shield, and I thought, okay, playing with a shield would be kind of fun. And then I saw pistols, and I went, oh shit, pistols. I want to use these. And I originally started the game with a semi-magic build, just so I had some stats, and then I was going to put points in the physical. And then I went, you know what, fuck it, I want to do magic. So I went magic and pistols. Alright, so I still have one, so I can reduce how much my armor, but that's only by 5, and this only adds 1 extra missile. So I kind of really don't want to take a point in these yet. They don't really give you as much of the bonus as they did before. This I need to get a higher level so that every time I kill an enemy, I get my magicka back. Oh, that's right. I wanted to make it where when I was aiming with my guns, that time slightly slows down. I did take this one. So I could make crafting materials, crafting upgraded materials cost 25% less, which would be good for upgrading things. But I'm not really in a mass upgrading yet. I'd rather have a little bit of a bonus. So let's have the time dilation powers when I'm aiming, because I sometimes miss my shots when I need to take them. But I think next level I'll probably take unlocking the next level of spell books. And then these are your godlike special powers that you get. So far I unlocked a healing ability. You get sneak attack normally. And then I got passive buffs by finding memory fragments. Alright, Kai, what did you have? I have brought his second wind up. Kai steals my to regenerate health and increase the damage reduction. Sure. Reduces incoming damage 50%. Increases health regeneration of unbending defense. When unbending defense ends, it unleashes a shockwave that damages. Increase the health regeneration. Kai is basically a tank. Let's keep improving that. Power that up for him. Alright. What do we have here? She calls forth an invigorating wave of energy that heals all allies. Grant all allies a shield. Increases the move speed and attack speed. Okay, so she just buffs. So she's kind of definitely a permanent. That's pretty solid. A buffer. Attacks. Giada's attacks heal all allies by a small amount. Sure. We'll take that as a passive. Allies empowered by acceleration use their speed to gain 50% damage reduction, increases the duration by 10 seconds, and any ability activated while acceleration is active will have their cooldowns reduced. Ooh. Let's start by just increasing the duration. And then Purification heals allies by half of their maximum. Damn. Shit. Enemies within range of purification are interrupted. Increases damage reduction of allies by 20%. Let's just make the heal bigger. There we go. Good start.
What'll it be?
Please tell me you found them.
It was the Dream Scourge.
You weren't
There's
even
nothing
here,
we could
Giada.
do
What are you
about it.
talking about?
The Dream Scourge. Here. Tell me you're joking.
Quilici told you this would happen, but no one listened. Instead of a plan, we have a body count.
I know. I know. I should have acted sooner. A body count. Then I assume neither of them is still alive. Merla, when she turns, Fior will panic. Where is she now? I don't know what to do. I can't hurt her. But I can't put Fior at risk.
So you want me to put her down? She doesn't seem too far gone. Maybe the animancers can help.
That won't do any good. Do you think poking around and severing her soul will save her life?
You say that like it's nothing.
Even so, if it's early days and Vidaro doesn't find out... Alright. It goes against all my instincts, but we'll try it. Once. Here. You went to a lot of trouble. You ought to be paid for it. It's time for me to get out of here and actually do my job. I never thought... I just hope we're not making a mistake.
Also, as you can hear, the music in here is like a Skyrim light almost, where it is background music, but it has a kind of it has the Skyrim sound to it. I forget what the composer's name is, but it does have that sound quality to it, and it's something that where if you hear it, you'll instantly kind of recognize it. Although you might think it's a Skyrim song, considering how close it sounds. Alright, who else do I have around here for a quest? Before I show off the basic game. Oh, nope, that's it. Okay. Alright, basic gameplay loop. Let's show this for the... let's see. I got some quests hanging around there. Search the cabin. Oh, yeah, the ogre cave. Okay. Let's talk to the farmers then. Yeah, so let's get out in the game world and look around a little bit, because it does look very good. I mean, it definitely has the Unreal Engine quality to it, where if you know what an Unreal Engine game looks like, you've seen one, you've seen them all, where like you can look at the game and instantly go, ah, yes, this is Unreal. But yeah, so these are the Animancer farms where they have undead doing the farming. It looks unreal. But yeah, like, all this does look really, really good. So I will say it does look good. What they did. Yeah, sorry. This game studio isn't named after a literary thing. This game studio is named after a mineral. But yeah, like walking around, hearing the background music, if you were like, oh, this feels like just the exploring feels right with the music in the background, which that is one thing I've been saying. I really wish video games had more video gaming music. However, the background music for these games, like they did in Skyrim, is still really good. Because it's still a distinct soundtrack that's not just like a piano tinking out the wind blowing sounds like in the last two Zelda games, which has been my biggest issue with the Zelda games, is that their music just wasn't there. Same thing even when I was playing the Elden Ring DLC, I literally was putting on other games' music, and it made it more enjoyable having video game music playing instead of just nothing.
Hello again, friend. Have you looked in on those Zarups?
Are you mad? Now you're siding with the Zarups too?
Yes, I am. That's all you need to know. Look, there's a hermit out there who just wants nature to prevail over animancy. The Zarups work for him. As long as you aren't using animancy to take shortcuts, you'll have no further problems.
Shortcuts? You know nothing about how our farms operate.
Now take a moment. They said the Zarups are no longer a threat, and I'm inclined to believe them. Without our equipment, we can't use animancy here anyway. We'll just have to figure out a different way to survive out here. Best you move along. Now. Before my friend and I start feeling desperate.
Okay, they're definitely going to pull something. Also, another thing that's different between Elder Scrolls games and this. You can't just start shit with the NPCs. Alright, so while I'm going to the next area, I might as well just go off in a straight line and do some exploring. Like I said, show you what the loop is like. Also, I saw that pop in. But yeah, it does look really nice. Definitely gives you that good feeling when you're exploring. Although there are also a lot less caves and dungeons to find. There are dungeons littered about, but they're not as plentiful. Also, when it comes to inventory, only your weapons and armor have weights. Everything else, like your gloves, your boots, your rings, and your food and other equipment, doesn't have weights to them. Only your weapons and armor. And you can send weapons and armor back to camp. So if you found something that you might use but you're not using right now, you can just send it back to camp. You can also deconstruct them for your upgrade materials. So like I break down the pistol to get wood, same thing with the bow to get wood, because I need wood for my guns and my spell book. So, which is actually interesting. I can actually sell all of my metal components, because even my armor I don't use metal in. I went more light armor so I can get more magic.
Good shooting.
There you go. So that's the basic combat loop. Spells, you cost mana to cast them, but they each have an internal cooldown, which is why I said that it's kind of like an MMO combat. And you have like a whole bar of skills. And every time, and unlike an Elder Scrolls game where you have some kind of mana regeneration, you don't have any mana regeneration except when you kill an enemy, they drop some essence, and that's how you get back some of your magic. Or you eat some food or drink a potion. Or maybe you have an item that gives you some kind of regeneration. But there is no natural regeneration. You won't heal or gain mana just by like waiting. So it actually does feel kind of neat to kill things, get mana back from killing them, and then just keep going. But as you can see, I have 38 mana potions because I don't really need them that much. Because killing things, especially now that I took the perk that increases how much mana you get back on kill, I've been able to keep my like amounts at a pretty decent amount. But yeah, there was a lot of enemies there. Some went down. Some take a bit more. There's some like healing enemies and stuff that you got to watch out for. If one healing enemy is around, they will just keep healing. And you're like, I thought I almost had that thing dead. What the fuck happened? Yes. Unless you're casting spells that are that drain so much mana, you can't get enough back because you didn't have enough things to kill. So as long as you have enough things to kill, you truly will have unlimited mana. It's fine. All I need is unlimited power, and then I can... Ooh. See, every once in a while, I get something like this that makes me regret not going Unga Bunga. Power attacks deal high poison accumulation and 20% damage against primordials. Emerald Splitter. Primordials are going to be like your elementals. There are elementals that have been around, and I assume maybe the plants count as primordials as well. Also, the word that they use for humanoids is kin. So if you see something that says boost damage against kin, that just means humanoids. Alright, besides fast travel, how the hell do I get out of here? Ah, I see. You just jump over it. Now, where was that going? Ah, yes. Sidetracked by combat. And here are your lizard people. They are not kobolds, so don't worry. It's not a thing. I'm not doing something terrible. Also, there's stamina cost in combat, but there is no stamina cost while just sprinting normally. Get off my healer. Get out of here, Yogi. So one of the reasons why I wanted to do this is in a lot of Elder Scrolls games, there's a common trope known as the stealth archer, where no matter what build you do, you end up becoming a stealth archer. So I figured, fuck it, I'm gonna build my class around ranged attacks. So it's not a meme. If I become a stealth archer, it's because I intended to. It was an intention. Not just me interacting with the stealth mechanics. Instead of completely ignoring them. I mean, true, there are other builds? There's a non-stealth archer option? I've never been stuck in this game before. Uh-oh. Okay, we're out. Now that's a Bethesda glitch if I've ever seen one. Holy shit. Now that's a Bethesda glitch if I've ever seen one. Also, hey, Zio. Just given this game, it came out a week or two ago. I've been playing it in my off time. Just wanted to give it a little show off on stream. True, I am a dancing machine. Also, okay, I guess it's funnier because I really was near a river. So, +2 fire, +2. I discovered that one before, right? Yeah, okay. Which means that everything over here I haven't gone to yet. So we'll take a detour.
Someone out there? Hello?
Was it you guys? I just passed you. Do you mean is someone else? I mean, true. If they can't dance, then are they really friends? Do 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 do. Everybody now. All right. What do we have down here? Oh, yep. There's a hole. All right, hold up. Alright, try not the drown challenge. Ah, shit. I fumbled around too much. You gotta save me. Ah! Okay. A pitted rock purported with a piece of Ioni Bethar, your shattered third moon. Strangely warm for something that has been underwater for years. Surrounded by a literal dozen skeleton hands coming out from the ground. Oh, hello, undead. Yep. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, how many are there? Holy shit. Swim faster. Oh good, he burned the death. Holy shit. How many? Okay, so grabbing that's the reason why there was a bunch of undead hands, skeleton hands in the ground. The whole lake is surrounded by this shit. Ooh, what kind of evil fucking star or Cthulhu bullshit that we yank out of the ground.
Take worth and roll. Beyond seek. Worth and roll. And roll.
Okay, I gotta say that actually was pretty cool, coming out of the water and just seeing the entire shore light up with enemies.
Unseen, unheard.
Show me what you got. Take worth. Next one mine. Beyond seek.
Who's next? Anyone?
Oh, I'm poisoned. Oh. I'm about to say, why the hell am I dying?
Isoksa.
Oh shit.
Mine now.
Oh yeah, they're healing. This is a healer. Shit. Like I said, healers suck ass. They'll just spam that shit. Got him. Alright, good. Healer down.
And roll.
So you got him? Alright, good. Also, as you notice, ranged weapons don't have ammunition. They just have, you know, you're not picking up ammunition off the ground. They just have infinite ammunition of whatever type. Which is honestly not that bad. Although that just means you don't have different ammunition types, and it's part of... I assume the reason why weapons don't have their own projectile counts in this is because they don't have physics for objects. So there's no real point in putting in a physical arrows like you would have in like Oblivion or Skyrim. There you go. The classic hold down the stick. I do like how the reload animation is I just put the gun into my hip and then it gets reloaded. Don't worry, if you have a question how I did that, it's called magic. That's me, old mushroom. Alright, just figured I'd clean out all the undead that were hanging around the lake. But I think that might... Oh, well, never mind. I was wrong. Shit. Ow, ow, ow. There we go. Get fucked. Nope. That ice storm spell is really nice. It's a big, wide area, and if things get enough ice accumulation, they freeze up. So it's just a great thing to just kind of like, even if you have to run into a melee, be like, all right, you know what, screw it, freeze things. If you're reading this, I'm a lost revenant. My owner misses me. Please return me the Joseph Abasillo, dead or alive. Preferably dead. Alright. Good note. Oh shit. Said that I missed it. I still see another one. Oh, that wasn't undead. It was a fucking dryad. Nope, get off Giada.
Enemy to the right. Heal yourself. Quick.
All that for a single mushroom. I swear, druids have no cool, no matter where they are. I don't really need that much. Oh, I guess I do need that much mana and health. Yeah, perfect. Savory skewer. That was one of the things I put like my points in right away, is getting cooking skill. Because at the very beginning, when I didn't have the mana regeneration, and I didn't have a lot of potions, and things were hitting me hard, food items were invaluable. So finally being able to take all the regular food you found and actually cook that shit, oh, that was so good. I mean, another one. Man, I really did pick up the undead piece of metal, huh? It's probably a quest for someone at some point. Alright, there's definitely some way up there. There we go. Yeah, so far I've been having a pretty good time playing this. I actually had such a good time playing this that even after Monster Hunter came out, I played Monster Hunter for a bunch of hours, and I actually played this earlier today instead of Monster Hunter. So, I no matter what criticisms people might have for this, and maybe I have a few here or there, but it's honestly, for an open-ish world RPG that I've been waiting for, this has been a good replacement for, while we're waiting for Elder Scrolls 6 to come out. It has that, like I said, it has that music that's playing, like even right now, that's been pretty nice. It gives me that sense of exploration still. I can't wait to find things and level up. Now, while it might not have as many mechanics as Skyrim, and I really hope the next Elder Scrolls games keeps a lot of Skyrim stuff. Like, I really hope, because I really do like finding a mine that has a certain mineral in it, using that mineral to be able to upgrade weapons of a certain type, and having to find those minerals, or finding, like, say, like, you're wandering around and you find an ebony mine, you find the ebony mine early, and you're like, oh sweet, now I have a whole bunch of ebony, and you save that, and then you find a bunch of different minerals, and you craft and do your entire blacksmithing tree, and you do an entire alchemy tree, and you do an entire, I like having those skill trees to work through. So I really hope the next Elder Scrolls game doesn't dumb the Elder Scrolls down more than they did in Skyrim. I really hope they keep a lot of stuff from Skyrim, because one thing about this game that I do kind of miss, even though a lot of my stuff doesn't weigh anything and I can send it to town, I kind of miss hitting my weight limit and having to go back to my home to deposit things into the bank, you know, into your one chest that's not organized at all, or going home to sell things, or finally doing some enchanting, or picking up dozens of pelts and now being able to craft the same item multiple times to try to get your skill up and something like that. I do miss that. The downtime of adventuring by going back to your own place where you do all your crafting and selling and whatnot. This game has a kind of a version of that where you can go to a camp, deposit your stuff, upgrade your stuff, talk to your teammates. So this game does have a version of that, but I do miss having a place called my home, because Elder Scrolls games are open world, and this is more of zoned, open area zones. So you don't really have a home. You have your camp, which kind of holds your stuff. True, yeah. Doing the chores in a video game is a lot more fun than doing it in real life, especially since you have, like, goals, because you're progressing. In real life, when you're washing your dishes, and there's some things that you put in the dishwasher and some things that you can't put in the dishwasher, leveling up your stuff out of the dishwasher isn't going to give you a perk that lets you wash those things that aren't in a dishwasher better the next time. You're not going to get a grease off of pan ability where you're like, sweet, now when I cook a roast in my pan and it burns to the bottom, I don't need to spend 20 minutes hard scrubbing, 3 hours soaking, and some more scrubbing again. Oh, I just have to, like, slightly rub it and the grease comes off. God, I wish that was true.
Welcome back. Have you called off the Rangers? Wonderful. Take these as a token of my esteem. Once this land is free from the Dream Scourge,
hey, I've resolved 5 things peacefully.
Be well.
I will say, I do like doing... I'm not... I do go Oonga Boonga a lot of times, but I kind of do like solving things peacefully.
Be well on.
I was kind of waiting for there to be a second part of this, though. Like, I told them, hey, don't worry about the Zarips. but the way the lady kind of sounded like she was going to do something anyway. So I kind of hope there's a storyline or a quest line that's like something actually happens here. Because it would be a shame if they don't build upon their quest system a bit more. Or, if, like I said, if I come back here at another point, suddenly there's an advancement. There was one like that earlier where we ran into a lady who has a soul twin, where her soul was split during reincarnation, and the second half of her soul went into a Zarip. So the Zarip was naturally connected to her and is friendly to her, and that's where the quest ends when you tell her that you found, and she probably has a soul twin. But nothing ever went past that, so hopefully that's something that continues again at some point. I don't know. I kind of doubt it. I kind of don't think that's going to happen. It would be really cool if it did, but... Alright, let's go find the other Animancer. So some of the quests have been pretty neat the way they've been set up, but it feels like there should be another part to it. Also, hello.
The path is closed. Someone's got.
Okay, so this is the path to the next zone. Okay. Well, before I hear you, I won't go through the door, but you might have more random bullshit lying around that I can steal. Technically not stealing. How dare you? Damn it. Alright. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Okay. Now, I assume you're not going to let me climb on the brazier, right? Shit, I might not have hit that. Maybe just in case. Damn it. Okay, no. It's not that I'm not jumping into it. I'm just kind of sliding off. I guess we won't do it the hard way. Fine.
Been across the border before? Not since all of this stuff. They say Shatterskar has it worse than us.
Worse than us?
Oh. Do your job and you won't have to find out.
There we go. You alright? You choking? No? Okay, just stretching. Okay, yeah. Like I said, this game does look really pretty. Also, you have all the frogs and the crickets and everything in the background. Hell yeah. I gotta see what opening a larger chest looks like in third person. Alright, let's go find that ogre. Also, I know a lot of people on release, a lot of people played this game. I haven't really looked at user reviews or anything. However, I did notice that there is literally no Rule 34 for this game, which made me go, huh. Because normally that means that people didn't really like a thing if they're not making porn of it. So, that was like a, head scratcher. So part of me thinks that maybe people didn't like this game that much, but I know a lot of people played it. Also, I just stole your shit.
Good to see you
Suck
again, Envoy. I told you we'd cross paths once more. If you need to restock, I have some new wares.
I mean, true. Because at the very least, because the guy who voices Kai is Garrus, you figured they would have at least made, like, gay porn of it or something. But, like, nope, not a damn thing. So it's very weird. And I say that because if you've ever looked up Mass Effect, people love Garrus. I always preferred Jack, though. I don't know. I have to... That's like I said, that's what I normally would find out if there was, like, porn of it. You can kind of tell which characters people would gravitate to, but... Since there is none, I don't really know. I'd have to kind of look up. But I don't really know anybody, like, picking out individual characters.
Well, uneventful enough. Gods be praised. But let's just say I'm more grateful than ever.
He figured
for
somebody
this
would be
hand-me-down
pulling on the companions. Because I'm pretty sure one of your companions is going to be like a furry.
Vicious.
So that's
And
another
even
one
the
you
less
figure people would
noble
latch
plant
onto.
life seems like it wants me dead.
Alright, what do you got? Yeah, I don't need the metal. The metal stuff I can sell for cash. This I'm going to send back to camp just because I want to keep all the special stuff. And that'll break down for some wood. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Well, if it...
Yeah, Rule 34 for chameleon people. That's what Sonic fanfic is for. Oh, that's right. I got wolf boots. What do they do? Dodge distance and a constitution. Okay. I'm wearing 5 carry capacity, a resolve, and stamina. Yeah, kind of blow these out of the water. All right. So what are you selling? Exceptional weaponry. The pistol I have has an enchantment on it, so I don't want to sell it. So I don't want to replace it. Of course, it doesn't have a two-handed gun. So I can't replace that. I do need Awakened Audra, though. And I have 24,000, so yeah, I'm buying that. I don't really need the Talon. Lockpicks are always necessary. Stews I can kind of craft on my own, but they're also very cheap, so I'll take 2 of those. And some ingredients as well, why not? I don't really need to buy potions. 75 isn't a lot, but I have a lot in reserve, so yeah, I have no reason to buy any of this. Although an exceptional Grimoire of Elements is kind of nice. I do like the greater one above this one though, because the greater one has a lot more ranged AoEs. Because even the lightning one bounces. Although this is chain lightning. Jolting Touch is basically chain lightning in this. But I'm good. With that extra Audra, I can actually improve my my pistol into exceptional.
and rot!
Yeah, I'm trying to hit any of them, but they keep... Shit. Oh, hey, Kai. How's it going? You didn't get him! Kai, you didn't get him! Also, whoever's shooting me with arrows, fuck you. What the did they that didn't those were not meant for you.
And rot!
Oh, okay, there's another skeleton. There's a second shooter in the grassy knoll. Jesus Christ. Oh, thank you. Alright, good. You actually were really on point in that one. Okay, that was fun.
I was worried for a...
Oh shit, that's on a cooldown. Alright, what were they guarding? Also, I do like the Skelly boys in this game. Although, like I said before, how you can kind of tell it's in the Unreal Engine. Like, there's always something about the Unreal Engine that makes a lot of this stuff look like plastic. Alright, time for a little breaking and entering. Ooh. Although I will commend them for going for the you can climb almost anything approach rather than like having a marker for, oh, you can only climb these areas. You know, the old yellow paint. Which isn't bad in the games that they're in. Oh shit, that was a button. Oh. I didn't even mean to do that. I went for the moss. Also, I saw a red dot there. Something's there.
I hate to see what's become of the temple. My people respect Helia. Cherish her.
Oh shit, was this the temple that you were talking about? No, there's no Animancer stuff here. Never mind.
Looks like that broke off of something.
Alright, sweet.
Wonder where it goes.
Oh, I have so many pieces of that to find. Holy shit. So yeah, in the first zone, there was an idol that when I got every piece, gave me a whole bunch of passives. It looks like that is also here as well. Need to find all the idol pieces for this guy.
Stand back.
way ahead of you. I'm not wasting a fireball on that. Now, if I still haven't gotten an enchanted, I haven't gotten an enchanted rifle yet. Hopefully, I can find one. Maybe a fire one would be pretty neat too. So I can just burn those down without having to ask Kai to do it. But that is also one thing that having the simplified crafting system also kind of hurts. Every time I loot something, it's usually just a pile of crafting materials, maybe some money, and then maybe like a lockpick like you just saw. There isn't like a lot of different ingredients that then make something that I'm looking to get. So it does limit what rewards that I pick up. However, the rewards that I pick up are usually pretty decent because I need them for crafting or for upgrading my stuff. Oh shit.
Not bad, envoy.
Diver mushroom. Oh god.
Okay.
You're bleeding.
Get off of me, spiders. Nope. Ah, that's what it was. It was a big one. Either this thing isn't taking damage or it's just not being hit. Okay, poison's finally gone, hopefully.
Come and get me! Hey! Over here! One for you!
Whew, okay.
I was just getting warmed up.
I assume you healed me at some point. If not, we're gonna work on that. Although it is also kind of neat that they gave you a healing spell as a separate ability, part of your special powers, rather than a spell itself. That way, even if you're using a class that doesn't use mana, you at least have a reason to spend mana on, besides, like, weapon attacks. So it is neat that the heal is universal, but the heals also want to cooldown like everything else. So you can't just infinitely spam it. Which has its ups and its downsides. But you're also not trying to train and level up your powers like you would do in an Elder Scrolls game, so having it on a cooldown just helps keeps the combat in a more flow state. You have to chug potions, use your healing spell on cooldown with your other abilities on cooldowns. Quite like it. Especially with the moving around when things come at you. No? Huh. I figured that would have been a dungeon. Maybe it's a dungeon for later? Because that's what this looks like. Wait a minute. Hold up. I'm just not thinking with portals. I don't actually need you, Yada. I have a gun. That wasn't it? Okay, there's another generator somewhere. There we go. Okay, not a dungeon, just a storehouse. kind of a dungeon. Never mind. I retract my slight disappointment. Oh, wait. Oh, come on. You can jump up that, right? Right? Come on. No? Oh, guess not. Alright, well. After my exile from the Akanze Academy, I left my beautiful city for another, equally as magnificent, Serpenta. Unfortunately, word has already spread, and not a single academy in all the republics would have me. At that point, I fell into deep depression. Without access to their resources, I would not be able to continue my work, my research, my calling. The next few months passed in a haze of pain and wine. Lots of wine. Eventually received a letter from the sympathetic colleague whose name shall not be mentioned, lest they become ostracized for aiding me. This letter mentioned the existence of a far-flung place that may be in need of a man with my talents. Fior me servando. With what little coin remained, I bartered a passage to the living lands to start my life anew. And this is how I became the Fresh Prince of the Living Lands. Life in Forme Servano was better than expected. The ingenuity of its people was truly remarkable. They were able to accomplish feats of animancy that would leave the Republic's brightest animancers in shock. And all with scavenged resources and refurbished machinery. Unlike those that exiled me, men like Maxim Vidaro and Pierre Quisilli understood that the march of progress is not always a pleasant process. But alas, even they found the act of building a better body repulsive. Grave robber, they called me. And so once more I was exiled, lost and alone in the wilds. I got cornered by murderous sporelings, and was certain my time is at an end. That is, until the most unlikely savior appeared. The ogre Ulrask, the paragon of his kind. I am proud to say he has become a genuine friend. With his help, I was able to scavenge enough equipment to create for myself a humble but functional workshop. This, unfortunately, required a few raids for Fior's outlying farms. I consider it fair compensation for the aid I rendered unto them. A small piece of parchment sticks out from this book with hastily scribbled script. Note to self. Retrieve equipment from Memoir Volume 1 from the locked storage room. Check to see if that has essence generators will work. Master Vitor, I have only had your device running a few days, but I felt I must write to you immediately to thank you for your generosity in sharing your plans and materials list with me. As you can infer from my tardiness in my correspondence, it took me several months to source all the necessary supplies, and another at least to pull them all together. And in the end, your design came together flawlessly. Your tutelage these last 3 years has given me cause to dream for the first time in decades. I will not burden you with a fulsome intensity of my feelings, but I must tell you, even before my Lord God left the world, I felt there was a hole in my life, a yearning for discovery, a project worthy of wholly subsuming my mind beneath, and I am see now that it is animancy. I would never have pursued this path were it not for our chance meeting at the crossroads. As my labors near their end, the only words I have left for now for you are thank you. Thank you, Vitor, for giving me aged godlike hope. For giving this aged godlike hope. I shall ever be grateful student, Sargamas. Okay. So, Sargamas, who sounds a lot like Sargeras, I'm pretty sure in the first zone, we ran into a giant statue that was being tended by one of the few remaining God Touched. And he wanted to rebirth his god into the world, into the golem he had made. For the reason of the last time the god was on the planet, he created a giant scar in the planet called like the Hell's Scar or something like that. So the God Touched wanted to summon his god back into the world into an impotent golem body so he could punish the god for what he did to this planet before. Unfortunately, he couldn't get it to work, and the way I solved that quest was I got his soul trapped inside the giant golem. Instead of killing him myself, I had him sacrifice himself, put himself in the golem. So now his soul is trapped in there with all the other people's souls he had trapped in there, and I just left them in there. So, this letter's from that person saying, thank you for helping me learn how to do that thing. So, he mentioned something about being in a... Oh. Wait, no. It's Olarak. He shouldn't be an enemy.
Smells like death.
Although he's very clearly an enemy. Okay, he's an enemy.
Not saying a word.
Ooh. It's not a special one, but... Fine Grimoire of Entropy. Corrosive Siphon, Parasitic Staff, Black Bow. Summons a magical bow for 30 seconds. Arrows that deal high poison accumulation. And then Pool of Eeyore. Okay, that's neat. Because part of me wants to know, I wonder if I had 2 pistols and 2 spell books, and I wielded a spell book in each of my offhand equipment. So I just swapped the one spell book, swapped to the next one for more spells. Alright, well. Considering he's marked as an enemy, I'm pretty sure there's no talking.
And rock! Beyond seek!
Hey, somebody call him. Get fucked. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, I don't want to cheese him and pull him to the end of the area where he can't run past. I don't know if they taunted him or... Oh shit.
Worth and rock! And rock!
Alright, got him. Alright. All your bullshit's gone. Shit, didn't mean to do that, but... Thanks for tanking him, Kai. Oh, shit. Never mind, spoke too soon.
And rock! Beyond seek! Worth and rock! Beyond seek!
Watch your right!
Oh shit.
Worth and rock! And rock!
Yo, shit.
Make worse and wrong. And wrong. Make worse and wrong.
Ow. Who else is shooting me? There's a skeleton over there. That's who's doing it. But yeah, so like I said, these fights are honestly more like an MMO than they are like a single player like you would have in an Elder Scrolls game. And I enjoy that a lot. Like a single tough boss who has his own abilities, who summons a bunch of ads and you gotta deal with all that bullshit in a row. Like I do enjoy this quite a lot. Written in script that resembles the scratching of a bird's talon, this journal recounts the last few days of life of Ranger Minato. As you can see through the text, several excerpts stand out. Several days ago, I am certain there was a traitor among us. Though I seem to be alone in this, I suspect 3 of my fellow rangers, but I don't want to take any further steps until I am more certain. 2 days later, I have found tracks matching our standard issue boots leading away from the outpost, and well beyond our usual patrol routes. I cannot risk asking Captain Asiano for a clearance to follow these trails. The time spent returning to headquarters will allow my quarry to escape. I hope she will forgive my insubordination. 2 more days later. The tracks lead to an area east of Lake Lucana. I dare not follow any closer for now. Any of my suspects would be capable of detecting me if I continued past this point. 1 day later. I have lost the traitor's trail. I suspect they discovered I was tracking them. I will search for the trail a little longer, and then I will return home to find another lead. 1 day ago, I have confided in Ranger Dorso of my fears, and she agrees that it is likely we're being undermined from outside. I suspect the Steel Garrote, whose masked leader has been spotted in the valley. Dorso has invited me to hunt with her tomorrow, and she has agreed to keep our outing secret so as not to alert the Garrote's contact among the Rangers. With her help, I have no doubt I'll know who the traitor is by this time. Yeah, it was her. Okay, so it's Ranger Dorso. Ranger Dorso is the traitor. Ah, yes, me and her are going to meet alone, and nobody knew what we were doing. Okay, well, that's why nobody knows we are corpses. Also, what did I find? Search for the root strangle tree. I don't think I got a weapon. Minus 5% damage from vessels. Since the poison, I had that already. The skull I had already. Kith water I had already. That I got yet. No, nothing too special. Critical hit, steal poison damage. Interesting. Like, I don't want to sell any of these rings or necklaces because honestly, I never know. Besides, like, maybe the +1 stat ones, those can always be replaced by something that give more than that. But something that gives, like, slowly regenerate essence, there might be an upgraded version, there might not be. Critical hit, steal poison damage. There might be another version of that, there might not be. I have no idea. I know the bluer ones tend to be better than the non-blue ones, but I still haven't found any direct upgrades in these yet. My dear Valtor is always okay. That's the star medal I got. This is a pitted rock reported to be a piece of Ioni Bethar, a shattered third moon. Strangely warm. Yeah, okay, so that's what I found before. Oh, did I not loot it off him? Oh, okay, cool. Awakened Audra, perfect. Gold, talons. Okay. So, no special equipment from him, but Awakened Audra is for upgrading my stuff from blue tier to purple tier. So, the ogre that was the mage's friend decided to... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this wasn't the ogre. Maybe this was the animancer who put himself in the ogre? Either that or the ogre looks to be corrupted by, Actually, maybe he did put himself in the ogre. Maybe we'll find the answers behind the door. Or not. Oh, I see it. Okay. There you go. Okay. There's a piece of equipment. Yeah, I'm wearing the Animancer Swallowtail. Basically, it's giving me carry capacity and maximum essence, which is great because I'm casting a lot of spells. During the day, 3% damage reduction, plus 3 additional damage reduction. Mended Scars. Increase your health restoration from all sources by 20%. Pretty solid. However, it is medium armor, so one of my perks does reduce how much it costs, but having the huge amount of mana is worth it. Also, this will get better damage reduction when I upgrade it, because this is level 3 fine, and this is only level 1 fine. Looks pretty neat, though. Okay, so I can put other looks over my current armor. Okay. Because that kind of looks dumb still. I'll take some actual looking armor. Now, if I put it to camp, does it still look on my thing? No, don't break it down. Okay, if I put it to camp, I can't transmogrify it. Right? Yeah, okay. So the downside is you're going to, if you want to have it look a certain way, you're going to need to weigh yourself down. That's fine. I accept that as a trade-off. There's no point in breaking those down. Those will sell.
You ever seen a backstabbing ogre? Didn't think so.
Something reeks about this. We should tell Captain Arcierno.
Well, we're gonna go find that root shingle tree first. Oh, more. Um, 7% chance to avoid melee damage. Oh, okay. Just a flat dodge chance, huh? Ow. I really do like this swamp. Very surprised I'm not being attacked by something here. He says as he's attacked by something here. I wonder when I'm going to stumble on an enchanted arquebus finally. So I can actually get a special magical version of one.
You know, swamps are always more colorful than I imagine.
True. And I don't want to step in the poop-colored one, so we're going to walk around that one. But yeah, swamps are pretty neat, even though Magic the Gathering says they're just black. That's swamp discrimination, damn you. Ah, I stepped in the poop one. I lied. It's the poop shack, the little old place where we can craft together. I think I was already here, right? Maybe. Nope, yep, I remember clearly jumping from that. Yeah. Oh, sweet. I just did not unlock that. What is with all these skeletons everywhere? Holy shit. Is it because I picked up that stone out of the ground? Am I just going to be attacked by undead everywhere constantly? That would be pretty... That actually would be pretty cool. Oh, I'm near the lake that had the curse. Yeah, okay. That's why. So is there... There is a giant quest available. Okay. It must be from what I picked up then. Let's see if I can find it. Or is it just saying that there is in general a quest available? Dive deep and swim well, godlike. If you recover Andra's gift, find me at the dock south of Fior. Ah, okay. Dock south of Fior? Oh, is it this? No, that's just where Gyara wants to take me. Yeah, okay. Let's go get that tree. Gotta go back for the other quest anyway, so might as well. Hand over the undead stone. More undead, huh? Fine.
Another win, but who's counting?
Suck. Oh shit! Damn it! Even with the small time dilation, I can't hit him sometimes. Wow, that was bad. It's so bad he just ignored me and went for Kai. He's like, all right, I was 5 feet in front of him and he couldn't shoot me in the head. He's no threat. More. At least it's not undead.
Make worth and roll. Point for you.
Yeah, get fireballed. What the fuck? Hey, magic missiles! What were you doing there? 2 of them just hit the ground and died, and the rest just poofed out of existence. I didn't think you were that kind of magic. I thought you're like, you know, the useful ones. I don't want to go to bed yet. And this is why I hate these fucking dryads. They summon so many ads.
Make work and rob. Seek.
Why did they go after the bear? Don't you fucking look away from me. I'm the threat here. I'm the captain now. Oh yeah. The game has just really beautiful looking vistas.
Quiet as a soul.
Stop it!
This rifle is not as powerful as my other gun because I haven't upgraded it as much because it doesn't have a magical effect. I'm trying to save my resources. So I would like to upgrade my weapon, but you know, there's no point if it doesn't have an extra spell on it. Considering the magic spell book and pistol actually have been working quite well. It's definitely not the better one, because the wand has, I think, like a higher shooting rate, and you don't need to reload it. But I don't know. I saw the game had guns, and I really wanted to use a gun. I am an American after all. I'm just using my freedom. This game's full of them bonjornios and pizza pies and pastas. Not enough burger. All right, back on the path we were supposed to be doing this entire time, until I got chained into combat after combat after combat and just decided to kill everything. Let's put the bloodbath away for a second. But only a second. Well, for I do enjoy a good bath, whether it be blood or something else. There we go. Ah, shit. There we go. That was it. There's definitely something else. Aha! Yeah. Give me an item. Hopper's plate +1. +2 con, resistance to shock accumulation. Alright. I'm probably not going to use that, but I'm going to send it to camp anyway, just in case. Who knows? Maybe I just completely reinvent my playstyle. after a point. I like all the animal sounds and everything as well. This is a really good sound design. Even though, like I said before, the music is kind of Skyrim light, but that's actually a good thing. Might as well copy the really good feature. It's not like they ruined it. Oh, I already got that. Oh yeah, I remember this place. Yeah. Just I wasn't here when I knew the quest had to be here. Written in a precise and careful hand, this note seems to set up a meeting in a location. Assuming you find this letter intact and in time. Before you go any further, make sure you haven't been followed to this location. Having stalked bandits in this forest before, I know the usual level of care you people take, and I generally find it lacking. Once you're certain you weren't followed, come to my camp at the mouth of the river, southwest of Fior, and we'll discuss how you can further help me bring order to the valley. Don't make me regret our accord. Okay, so the person that he went that meeting in was probably working with the Steel Garrote. And when the one ranger said he's like, hey, I think we have a traitor working with Steel Garrote, to the person who happened to be the traitor. Classic. Let's have to go down there anyway. Whose corpse is here? Ooh, special name. Like I said, that's once again nice, having a nice open-ish world game where I can get that sense of exploration. And the combat is pretty solid, the music design is really solid. I do enjoy this game a lot. Surprise!
Envoy? What are you? You're full of
Yeah, okay,
surprises.
yeah, she's the one we talked to at the
I was
gate.
expecting
Yeah,
someone else,
okay.
but I think this could work out better for both of us.
Yep, okay. Had a feeling when they kind of hinted it in the dialogue earlier when they said, you don't really seem that worried even though people are targeting rangers. You really managed to cock this whole thing up, Dorso.
I prefer savior if we're handing out epithets. Once you hear my side, Envoy, I think you'll agree I was only trying
Don't worry, I've heard this before. Alright. Give me a good explanation and you know what? I've let a lot of people go. Talk me some sweet nothings.
After a fashion.
Unbelievable.
They were a means to an end. Don't tell them that. Everyone likes to feel special. They were supposed to kill Verano, but I guess they figured they could get more coin if they ransomed him back to us instead. Idiots. Unfortunately, I didn't want to, but he forced my hand. I thought I was clever, skimming a little extra pay from the coffers, surveying the city's weaknesses, laying caches for my friends. But it was like Monato had eyes in
You're
the back
not
of his
really
head.
giving me a
Nothing
good
would buy
reason
him.
why now.
I tried to explain, but he couldn't understand. Wouldn't. It completely closed his ears to reason.
So you killed him for it?
Poor bastard was always too principled for his own good.
Okay. All right, now give me the good explanation, because right now
I'm
you're sounding like I
preparing
should just
Emerald
kill
for
you.
Adir's arrival, obviously. Your people have already pacified Paradis, with contracts and clean water, with promises of safety. I want to be safe. I want all of us to finally be safe.
You've got a hazy picture at best, Dorso. The envoy was still killed in the street, and Ludwine's idea of pacified is anything but.
And I know
correct,
what
yes.
empires do, Envoy. They expand. Your soldiers would have come here sooner or later. I'm helping us
Also
avoid
true.
resistance and bloodshed when they do.
Yeah, why would you just, like, so you're betraying, sure you're, so, but your reason kind of doesn't make sense because you're betraying the Rangers. The Rangers are the kind of the people who are keeping the dangers in the wilds from harming the people who are living here. Why is killing the Rangers, like, you want to help the Steel Garrote and our people take out the Animancers here, I guess? I know our people don't like Animancers, but why are you killing the Rangers? Like, sure, isn't there other things you could be doing that would be helping towards when the Empire got here? Because it kind of feels like you're just going off on your own, killing people, getting something ready. Do you even have contacts with the Adir? Or are you like, hey, I'm already talking to them, they'll be here soon-ish? And we're like, it kind of doesn't mean anything if you don't have a reason. If they're not here yet and they're not looking for double agents like you're being, you're just kind of betraying your people and you don't even have a benefit yet. Like, no one is offered to pay you and you're like, oh well, I'll just take this contract anyway.
Fiori's wasting away, Envoy. Animancy isn't helping us anymore, if it ever did. But no one in the city wants to admit it.
So
That's
you
true.
murder your own?
Our crops rot in the fields, bears turn to beasts and attack on sight. The very earth disintegrates beneath our feet.
You blame us for the problems we've been trying to solve. How can you be so short-sighted?
I think it's time we accept help from someone stronger, wealthier, better organized. From
Sure,
Adir.
but
Then we can turn things
are you
around
even
like
working with them
Paradis
yet?
has. Maybe then we can be safe.
We came here to escape control, to choose our own path, but no. She wants to throw away everything we built.
But Vidarro, Quilici, Captain Asierno, they're too proud. They won't do what must be done. So I'm doing it myself.
Look at this trait. You kill your friends to prepare Emerald and Verdier. Does the ambassador know about your scheme? Does Luke? Yeah. Okay. This is unironically the question I really wanted to ask, because if she says nobody knows what she's been doing this entire time, I'm just gonna kill her. I was like, what are you doing? You're taking a job and no one's even agreed to pay you yet.
I'm not an official asset, just
You what?
enthusiastic
What, lady?
But I did meet the captain
Oh,
of the
okay.
Steel Garrote. Alfir, she said her name was. They appeared out of the fog a few nights ago, late, hours before dawn. There were so many of them, I was certain they were going to kill me.
So you roll out the welcome wagon for them to save your own hide. The Steel Garrote aren't indiscriminate killers. You didn't need to be afraid. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Wait, the Steel Garrote's an Emerald Stair?
You don't know? They didn't tell you? Oh, I see how it is. You're their Asierno. You don't know anything at all.
We're missing something important, Envoy.
Thank the gods I met Alfir then. Captain Alfir is strong, determined, organized. She's exactly what we need to save Fjord. She has a vision for how to save the valley from itself. A vision I can believe in. I found them a place to hole up. No one is going to find them until it's time.
We can't stand by and let this happen. We can't.
Let me get this straight. You killed your friend? Okay. Where's the Steel Grot now? What do you believe the Steel Grot are planning to do in Emerald Stair? I want to help you prepare Fjord for aiding control. I'm going to spare your life, but I never want to see you again. If I asked her where they are, she might just say, no, I'm not telling you. If I say I want to help you, she then might tell me where they are. But that might also piss off my companion. I'll ask, what do you think they're planning on doing?
They're going to put a stop to the animancy. The animancy that's sickening our fields, driving the animals mad, polluting our souls.
You fool. Drunk on propaganda and fear-mongering. It isn't even worth explaining how wrong you are.
And maybe it will end the Dream Scourge. Then, Emerald Stair will be safe.
What have I been trying to tell everyone? Animancy created these farms, and it could have saved them. Maybe if we had caught it sooner, but no. Thanks to our governor, we never had a chance.
They didn't tell you. They must have had a good reason. The Steel Garrote are holed up in
Okay,
cave,
she's dumb enough to just tell me.
waterfall over there. Some of them, anyway.
Not for long, they aren't.
I'm sure they'd appreciate your help.
Okay, I'll say 1.
Fjord simply cannot survive the way things are.
You have no authority to make that judgment.
Monato and Verano disagreed.
Then you disagree. You don't turn on your own.
Their voices had power in the Rangers. Too much power. And when they spoke, the others listened. Now they'll have to listen to me.
I don't like the way you did this, but I agree with your goals. I could have helped you. You're bold. The Empire needs more who see things like you do. You failed to think of one thing. A deer will not welcome someone who betrayed her own people. Your innovations are completely alien to me. Are you sure you're not a dream thrall? At least someone's taking initiative around here. What? Okay. I want, the way I want to do this is, I don't want to completely break from the Empire yet. I plan on doing so at some point, but I don't want to, like, I also don't want to piss off my companion. I want to say something like, I don't want to say that, because that kind of sucks, but I don't want to, like, completely call her, I mean, I guess this one's not that bad. I don't like the way you did this, but I agree with your goals. I could have helped you. Not really. If the game lets me, I want to tell the Rangers and maybe like do a joint attack with the Rangers on the Garrote.
Backstabbing, you mean?
True.
Thank you for understanding. It's been harder. Emerald Stair is my home, and it's wasting away. I can only look after my people, get us what we need.
You've got a strange way of doing that.
Only Adir can help us now.
If Adir takes Fjord, the home you know will be gone. It would only be another colony. Very true. Everything about Fjord would change, but that might be for the better. You're kidding yourself if you think the Emperor wants anything to do with the pit. Okay, yeah. I'm going to say 1.
Maybe that would be for the best. We've had decades to secure this valley. What do we have to show for it? Dead homesteads, dead farmers, dead fields.
There was life once, but you gave up on it.
And a city full of animancers who don't give a single shit about us. It wasn't always like this.
What was it like then?
I wish you could have seen the valley I grew up in. The steep green hills, mist twining about the peaks. Birds, deer, the many little creatures of the trees scurrying among the leaves. Most of them gone now. Sometimes, in high summer, the sunset would catch the rice paddies just right, and the whole valley would glow coral violet. A world on fire with life, that never burned. We ate well and slept through the night. I don't want to live through this time if there's nothing better on the other side.
I'm gonna do 2.
You want me to... what? Run off into the wilderness? Exile myself? After everything I've done, this can't be how it ends.
Better get used to it quickly then. The wilderness is going to eat you alive.
Even for a competent ranger, exile is certain death.
Oh shit, I'm missing 1 dex. Fuck. Oh well. Shrug, tough shit. Maybe you'll be more clever in your next turn around the wheel.
But what will you tell Asierno? They'll come after me, all of them.
Don't make me start counting. Put your hand on your weapon and raise your eyebrow.
What? Fuck! I'm going!
Cowards.
Good.
Okay. Yeah, I one of the things that I chose, I knew was gonna piss Kai off, and I don't wanna, because I agree. Her entire opening her people up for colonization is just dumb. Like that's not gonna help. However, so part of the quest is telling the rangers, which I'll do. I mean, I guess doing with the quest where I was siding with the Empire could have been kind of interesting, telling her. Wait, what? Did she lie to me? Or did she mean a different waterfall? Oh, wait, no, I see, a gap. Found it. Let's see what I can do by talking to them. And then I'll probably end stream in a bit. But I'm probably going to keep playing this even after I end stream.
This is taking too long. We should have gotten orders by now.
Inquisitor Lumen is taking her time.
Well, if it isn't the Adiran envoy.
We weren't expecting reinforcements. Either you've come early, or more likely, you shouldn't be here.
Something's wrong. The Steel Garrotes have no business in Emerald Stair.
Tell you what, turn around, and Inquisitor Ludwig doesn't have to hear about this unfortunate little mix-up.
Lie. Inquisitor Ludwig sent me. You are difficult to find. Ludwig trusts me. She and I go way back. What's going on here? Shouldn't you be in Paradise? Tell me what the Steel Garrote are doing in the Emerald Stair, and I'll consider it. Court Augur.
You must think we were born yesterday. Still, that was a good attempt. What if we gave you an incentive to turn a blind eye to this little operation of ours?
An excellent idea, sister. Copper or iron? The choice is yours.
If you're offering me your bribe to leave, I choose copper. My purse is feeling a bit light. I'll just go quietly. The question asked, attacked. I'll take the iron. Honestly, I kind of want to fuck these two up.
What a pity. Normally, I'd think twice about spilling godlike blood. But for you, I'll make an exception.
And rock! And rock! Take worth and rock!
Well struck.
When we first met, I thought I was going to keep you out of trouble.
That was a close one.
Yeah, well, I honestly wasn't going to start shit with them, but fuck those two, alright? If you wanted me to interact with that differently, you should have put less insufferable guards. Oh, I think that's a dart trap. Yeah, okay.
Do you smell that, brother?
This smells like the air after a storm. There's an Arthur nearby.
Let's
finish this.
And Roth! Neckworth and Roth!
Behind you! You're not looking so
Oh, shit.
good.
Faster, I said!
If you'd asked me how many steel garrotes and back end you killed, I'd have been very...
And Roth!
Just like the good old days.
Well, I wasn't intending on wiping them all out, but oopsies. I kind of wonder if I did this with the Rangers, if they would have come with me and that would have been like a combined attack or something like that. I'm going to assume probably not, but would have been neat. So part of me wonders if this was something that I was supposed to have figured out early, like when I did, or if this is something that would have been a different plot point if I had never interfered with this. Although I guess I could have chosen the side and helped them. 20 maximum health, resistance to poison and bleed. Yeah, I'm good for now. Look, too late now. I do like how they have all the powder around and cannons and stuff for when they eventually did do the invasion. Captain Wealth, tell me they found a sympathetic turncoat among the people of the Emerald Stair. Good. Make certain they understand the benefits of a Daeron rule. Give them a reason to serve us. Faith and loyalty will bind them to our cause. Oh, there was a bomb there. Okay. There were explosive barrels. I guess calling it gunpowder is actually very accurate this time. Oh. Ooh, hey! I didn't get a, I didn't get an enchanted one, but, I did get a better arquebus. Your report of the Dream Scourge was appreciated, but ultimately worthless. The plague will burn itself out in time, and the strong will endure. If you are having trouble occupying your time in Emerald Stair, I suggest finding a hobby. Anything but gardening. Okay. Alright, Ludwig's got jokes. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the pistols I'll break down. Same with the shoops. Same with the shield for wood. So that gives the special stuff. The daggers are being sold. Done that, and the rest is all being sold. Yeah, because I don't need the metal for anything. Yeah, now this the arquebus is going to be way better than the old one was. Because the other one I never upgraded because I needed those materials. No seeing me here. I am very stealthed. I am very behind a wall. Thank you very much. I'm trying to see if there's explosive barrels around here to blow up.
What was that?
Stop right there.
The envoy.
This one's mine.
Oh shit. Oh, that's bad.
Make work and rob!
See.
Charging bullshit. How about you freeze, huh? Or I just miss.
Make work and rob!
Bad envoy.
Got him.
Eon sink.
Doesn't stop me! Your turn, Giada.
Whew.
Haven't had a battle like that in years.
I think we had
As
like
many aches and
two
pains in my
better
soul.
than that.
At least we came out of this in better shape than those guys. Whatever they were up to, we put an end to it.
I mean, we kind of knew, but soldier supplies, documents, looks like they wanted to invade. I mean, okay, so it's funny how we did this kind of out of order, but like we knew this information already, and now the game doesn't have dialogue for that you knew. Oh well. Oh no, here we go. Okay, so there is a dialogue for it. Okay.
Did she know what control meant This reminds me of the garrison's route I set up to invade Deadfire. You know, that's a smart idea. This is why I was always in the trenches rather than the strategy tent.
Whew. All right. Yeah. All right. So no one tell Ludrin it was us, okay? Just nobody tell her. Wait, really? Nothing on you? Bruh. Doesn't even have fucking loot on him. Or her. Oh, this was Captain Wayleth. Oh. Never mind. Well, get firebolt, sucker. There was explosive barrels here, and I just couldn't get a shot because they could all see me. Which kind of is annoying, but... Captain Wayleth, I'm sending one of my best paladins to aid you. She will deliver my final instructions. You have served me well. Carry out your orders to the letter, and you'll be rewarded in this life and the next. May the Burn Queen smile upon you. My orders are as follows. Fjord Messervano is dragging the living lands down into a shared grave. Your legion will raise the settlement until nothing but ash remains. Put the city down like an injured animal. Leave the people to witness the consequences of their failure. You may encounter Port. Yeah, it's me. A new arrival from the mainland. Deal with them courteously if you're cross paths. Okay. Deal with them violently if they impede your work. May the flames of the Burn Queen purify Emerald Stair. Okay.
They were going to attack the city. Unbelievable. We stopped them. Bought ourselves time. That's what matters.
Okay, now I definitely want to do a run where I'm just the lapdog. But you know what? We'll save that for like another couple years after I play this. Where I go unga bunga. Definitely not doing that anytime soon. Especially since I don't think I think there's plenty of game to go. But there's definitely an option to be a Empire lackey built in, and that's always nice. It is always nice to have these options. I'm really surprised there wasn't anything else in here. But like, there's just a blue chest. Wasn't really anything on their bodies. Maybe once I talk to the ranger captain, he'll be like, oh, well, we need to stop them, and then I'll tell them, well, we already did stop them, and then I'll get a reward. Most likely. Did I hit? I did not. Okay. Although I do have a lot of upgrade materials, so I can probably upgrade my stuff even more now. That, I guess, is actually the reward. So many upgrade materials to get myself some extra good shit. Man, if it wasn't for those brothers and sisters being a piece of shit, I wouldn't have killed them all. If only you had manners. Damn. If only you had some manners. Okay, this is the other way of fighting.
Finders keepers.
Ooh. Never mind. Painter's brush. For the trinket. Let's see. Oh no, it's here? No, not this, huh? Oh, there it is. Oh, 5% crit chance. Okay, that's not bad. 2 perception. I'm assuming... Wait, no, they're different things. So, okay, so trinkets are a separate one. So, minus damage from vessels. Reduce cooldown of second wind. I mean... Nope, okay. Trinkets do take the same slot as the necklace. Okay. 5% crit chance. 2 perceptions actually pretty solid though. And it's like a little bit of crit chance, not 5%, but... Alright, let's go hand in the ranger quest, and then I'll probably end stream there. Not gonna end the game, but... but yeah, this is just a one-off. I just wanted to show this game off, and now I have. And just, because I saw some people comparing this to Elder Scrolls and acting like it's like, oh, the game ain't shit compared to that, when it's like, this game has things Elder Scrolls doesn't have, and Elder Scrolls has things this game doesn't have, and like doesn't make one of them shit. Especially since they both have an open world exploration that I'm just really enjoying. Like I've gotten lost in this multiple times, and just like time drifts away. It's got the good music. Also, the combats are a lot better than Elder Scrolls games. Although, Elder Scrolls does have a few more, like, knickknacks that are in the game as well that make it fun.
I sincerely hope you have some good news for me.
I have double good news.
My gods. I can't believe this.
Ilia's wings uplift us.
She's been with the Rangers since she was a girl. She trained most of my men.
This is... Fotito. This is big, Asierno.
What happened to her? Where is she now? So she ran off.
Not even Dorso can survive long alone. Not if she can't rest and resupply. What should we do?
Let's give her a head start. And then go hunting.
On your orders, ma'am.
This situation beggars belief. Do you know why she did it?
Dorso was trying to create conditions for a deer and takeover. Dorso believed a deer would solve his problems, and I believe she was right. And I believe she's right. I have absolutely no idea. No.
Be serious, envoy.
She was always talking about how we needed strength. Do you remember, Maso? More swords, more coin. And she complained that animancy wouldn't fix our problems. But I didn't think she had so little faith in Fior.
No one took her seriously.
Evidently, she was quite serious about it. I didn't want to believe it could be her. Gods beyond, what a mess. Thank you, Envoy. Ranger Monato has been properly avenged, and now I have a lot of work to do to rebuild my squad.
You should close on any people from now on. I hope things get easier from here on out.
I suppose anything is possible. Here's your reward. It's the least we can do for your assistance. Thank you again. Step carefully out there. We are living through strange times.
I hope this at least lets them clean up their ranks.
Oh, sweet. That was a whole level up. Nice. A lot of experience. Alright, yeah, I think what I wanted to do is I wanted to unlock the next level spell book, because I am getting up in levels. So I am going to be unlocking new spells as we go on. So it's time to put a point into that. What is this? Okay, so some of these are locked, but some of these are open to start putting points into. I haven't put points into any of these yet. I honestly don't know what spells I'm going to be using or what spell books. I'm kind of waiting to find a spell book that has some kind of a good amount of spells that I'm looking to use and I can upgrade. And then I can choose to use them or not. Although, I gotta say, the Greater Elemental one is so far really good. Blizzard, Fireball, and Crackling Bolt are all AoEs. Crackling Bolt's a different type of AoE. It just bounces between the enemies. However, Bristling Frost kind of doesn't mean shit to me. So it would be cool if I could find a book that had some of these. Like, if I had one that had Blizzard and Fireball, and then something like Returning Storm or Jolting Touch, along with one of these other spells that is pretty neat. Although it's Black Blow's all the way over there. That's poison damage. Freezing Pillar, Meteor Shower, Arcane Seal. Missile Salvo comes with a sphere of arcane. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so all these are cool. And then it looks like the ones over here are elemental increases. Ice, fire, lightning, poison. Because even these do poison, right? Because some of these summon weapons, which is like Conjuration and Elder Scrolls, which is pretty fun. Summons a magical spear for 30 seconds that releases explosive damage around each successful hit, damaging nearby enemies. But I've already got a gun. I don't really need my own spell. Although having a gun perks actually do get are lumped together with bow perks. So me getting the slowdown on aim, me getting gun damage is also me getting bow damage. So a spell book with the black bow built in could be neat. The only thing is that I think would cut out my spell casting. So I would need to like cast some spells and then cast the black bow and finish everything off with that. Unless there's like you just wait for the 30 seconds to run out, or you can up it to 45 seconds. So you would, I guess, fire off a couple AoEs, take out summon the black bow, deal a bunch of damage for a while. I wonder if you could put it away and get your spellbook back out. Well, let's see how that works. But that seems like that could be kind of neat with the way I've been building my stuff. Having a summon weapon along with my other AoE spells. Anyway. What's this other one over here? When essence is depleted, you make... Oh, you can cast using your health. Yeah, that's actually pretty sick. Although it does eat a lot of blood magic. Or a lot of health. Anyway. There's also Ranger, getting my guns up. I don't think there's anything in Fighter besides like passive health and health regeneration. Destroying things restores a small amount of health and essence, with excess converted to regen. Melee power attacks can break destructible walls. Oh, like if you're throwing a grenade into it. Okay. Destroying things restores a small amount of health and essence. That's blocking. I'm taking damage from an enemy, your next attack. This is the next attack, not melee attack. Killing enemies restores 10% of your... Okay, so some of these I could take, but they don't really mean much yet. Press crouch while in the air to slam to the ground. Okay, that's fun. Decreases stamina penalty for medium and heavy armor. If I had medium armor, I could take both penalties to do, but I'm not probably using them. So these are probably something I'll take later. That was the cooking that I took right away. Increase your critical hit chance. Enemy increases range weapon damage against unaware enemies. So that's stealthy stuff. There's also, yeah, binding, which could be pretty neat. Summon lingering entangling vines that root nearby enemies. I kind of do need that, considering how much enemies are just on my ass. There's also turning invisible, right? Becoming invisible and draining essence, yeah. Anyway. Oh, wait, do I have a point? No, points only come every... Okay, that's another thing that reminded me of World of Warcraft, too. You get stat points here. One for every level up to level 10. Then after that, you only get it on even levels. Like that. I was like, oh, okay, that's neat. So you kind of have like a stat array built, and then eventually it slows down how many you get. So you're not going to hit like level 50 and have like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, nothing. Besides what items give you. Anyway. Alright. Gonna... Wait, I hear loot music. I hear the little loot jingle. Excuse me, Rangers. Why do I hear loot jingle? He's crump with me, sweetie. Okay. I don't know where that loot jingle's coming from, but it must be from up there. Okay, hold up. The last thing I do before I end stream. Kinda. No, not kinda. Shit. Wait, Kai, don't leave me! Come back. What do you mean it's not up here? Where the fuck's the loot jingle coming from then? There it is, okay. Alright. Yeah, what? A couple other quests I'm gonna do. Actually, where is... That's where the guy wants to take me to the stone, the gift bearer. There is a camp nearby. I kind of want to level up a bit and talk to my companions. But let's, you know what? Handing in that quest will be the last thing I do. Considering I found the undead stone on stream, I might as well see what that leads to. On stream. Yeah, nice.
I saw you dive into the lake and retrieve a shard of the sky. Tell me, do you still have it?
Oh, you just missed it. I just missed it, dude.
Good. The farther it travels, the safer it will be. Even an enchanted stone should not attract the undead. The lake must have imbued it with some power I cannot name. To heal Andra's wound, I must give it a watery grave, committed to the deepest, darkest ocean. She will forget it there.
You want to leave the living lands after coming all this way? Good luck. Well, you know more about this than I do. This is the strangest day of my life, and I've come back from the dead.
I will sail for a time. Who knows? I may drift here again.
Maybe I'll see you in the next
Will you
zone.
return it? I have coin, if it would help. I can afford my boat passage. I need no more than that.
I'm gonna assume this is gonna come back at some point. There's probably something that where if you keep it, you get to use it for something else, but sure, I don't know any better, so might as well.
The Lady of Lament assures me that this is better off forgotten. By helping me,
maybe this will
you've
come back
helped
into the
her.
zone. Or
She
something.
owes you, and she won't forget that. I will relay that message sooner than you think. So, that is that. I believe my time here has come to an end.
Can't wait
Whatever
for somebody to
called
run
you
up
to
saying,
these
"Did you
shores,
give him that rock? You shouldn't have done that."
I hope it reveals itself soon.
He's a super necromancer.
That's enough mysticism for one day. Let's get out of
Okay.
here.
I don't get the, like, I made a little bit of money, but it feels like it could have been something more. I don't know. Maybe that will be the most disappointing thing that I'll say about the game later, is that there's a bunch of quests that could have been more in depth and they just kind of ended. And there wasn't a follow-up when there's kind of like, why isn't there a follow-up? But I'll keep playing because I'm just enjoying the game, just the exploration. It's one of those pillars of gameplay that just, as long as it's there and I can get into it, I'll just fall in love with the game. Yeah, I think I've already been up here. This feels familiar. Anyway. What other quest do I have left? I have to go there with her. There's also that one, so we'll just go to the... We'll go to the camp at night. I'll upgrade my items and shit. Talk to my people. Hear some more about their quests and how they feel about how quests I've handled. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Tomorrow I'll be back with another one-shot where I'm gonna I'll stream a bit of Monster Hunter Wilds, just to show off what I've been doing in post-game, how the enemies look, how the gameplay loop is. It's still mostly Monster Hunter, but it's always cool to see how it looks half the time. So having a little, just a document stream of it while I keep playing it on my own will be another good one. Anyway. Thank you all for watching. Monster Hunter tomorrow, something else on Thursday, and on Monday we will start Outer Wilds.
We should pitch our tents on either side of Marius.
Anyway,
The drone
thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.